presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Welcome to the Stadium Course, TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. It's a masterful blend of challenge and playability designed by the team of Tom Weisskopf and Jay Morrish. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports.
The changes, Rich, they made in 2014 have just added a luster to this great venue that hosts the PGA Tour event each and every year. And it's a great test for any level of play.
All set to go. We take you to the first hole. Frank, this is where you want to be, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the challenge. This is the beauty of the game. Take your best golf against the rest. See who comes out on top.
Starting this final round with the lead. Frank, for players looking to improve their putting, what are some of the training methods they can use?
I think speed is always a good one when you get on the putting green and you just practice trying to putt inside that 3-foot circle, because in the end all sports are the same. You're trying to focus in on the destination where that ball has to be delivered, whether it's tennis inside the court or basketball inside the rim. Putting's no different. As you get further and further away from the hole, then you just make an acceptable size circle that you're trying to putt within. So pace, very important.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Pretty good stroke right there, just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Getting set now over the putt. Those keep the round going, those par putts. Par 4 second hole, a little bit longer than the first, this one at 442 yards.
Yeah, they've added a new tee, changed the bunkering down the right side. Still a semi-blind tee shot, a hole that bends softly to the left side. The bunkering around this green has changed. Still, it requires a very precise tee shot.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. That's the idea, just knock it in. Now on to the third, first par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. It used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left. Now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hold if you can't make this par 5 and 2 in a brand new green that has been completely changed. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. Frank, the handicap system in golf really is the great equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no sport like it. I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and playing, you know, sort of Djokovic or Federer, or, you know, playing NFL with Peyton Manning. But, you know, the beauty of golf, we can go out in a golf course. We decide what our handicaps are on the first tee. We decide who's going to get strokes, and then off you go and play. And you play on a level playing field.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position.
How did that not go in?
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
In for par. Frank, what kind of shot is required here at the par 3/4?
A little drop shot par 3 down the hill in today's standards because it's under 200 yards. Series of 3 tee boxes, so plenty to choose from there. The entry into the green is well protected now by the 2 bunkers, one in the center and one on the right front of this green.
Well, this could be good. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Well read.
Now to the 5th hole and a challenging par 4.
Slightly longer this year, played off a new tee at the back, and there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. They've now been put together to form one, and in the perfect position that really make you think about your tee shot. It takes a very big drive to try and carry that bunker on the right. It's going to be at least 315 plus yards to get past that. Green itself still tilts a little left to right and back towards the player.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is classy.
No chance of going in.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. He's made it. Frank, this is a demanding driving hole, the par 4 fifth.
Another hole that bends gently to the left. There used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. It's now 1, and it's in the perfect position to make you think about your tee shot. Really, you have to be left of that. The new tees added a little bit of yardage to it. The green still looks the same as what it once was. Tilts slightly from left to right. But you can see why a draw is the preferred shot at TPC Scottsdale.
Officials are calling that one around 310 yards. Looking at 130 yards now for the second shot. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Now to the second par 3 on the front 9. This is the 7th hole.
Yeah, quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front. Really favoring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green, because the further back you go, the wider it gets.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. These putts keep the round together. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is a dog leg to the left. Forces the player to go at the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green. And this is looking really good. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Trying to make yet another birdie. just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Rounding out the front nine with a par 4 of 453 yards from the back tee. Looks to be straight away here, Frank. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, that bunker, there used to be two bunkers down the right side. There is now one, and it also pinches into the fairway, which almost makes this hole look like a faint dogleg right. But really, the best line is still down the left side, so it still actually suits a draw off the tee. Green is slightly elevated and not very deep, too. So judging that second shot, getting the right club is essential here at 9.
Second shot from 130.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
That will be a great look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Setting up to start the back nine here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Starting the back nine on a sour note here with a drop shot. Bogey at the 10th. Trying to get out of here without too many bumps and bruises. This one is for bogey.
In this situation, Richard, bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway. Then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the barrel outside, and your problems are just starting.
Good looking shot right here. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable that never deviated offline.
Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday. Chalk that up as a birdie for the scorecard. Par 3 12 may not be as famous as the par 3 16th, but Frank, you think this may be a tougher and even better hole?
We see more bogeys and double bogeys here on 12 than 16 will ever see, and courtesy of the water behind and to the right of this green. If you're going to bail out, find one of those bunkers. Well, a good bunker player obviously can get it up and down, but it's still no snack trying to record your par 3 at 12.
Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Drops it in. Par 5 13, Frank, what kind of scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get on a par 5, obviously birdies and eagles come to mind. 13's been changed a little bit over the years. The split fairway's gone, now it's just one fairway. Water in play, bunker on the left side, they certainly define this fairway. And they've toughened up the front and left side of this par 5 green. The longer hitter, the high ball hitter, still will get a reward at 13.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. And a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Oh, dude, that in the hole. Tremendous shot. To the par 5 13th here at TPC Scottsdale. Lots of danger left and right of this tight fairway, Frank.
This hole has really changed over the years. It used to be a split fairway. That no longer exists. That bunker you can see down the left side, which you can't carry, really defines the left side of this hole. Water still in play down the right, and big change here is the bunkering along the left, front, and left side of this green. So you can't just blaze away and comfortably expect to hit 13 and 2 anymore.
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next.
Rich, with a lie like that on the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Has it. That's birdie. Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
Oh, they are. This is really the finishing stretch at TPC Scottsdale, where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18, where so many changes in the score can actually happen. But this one here is all about finding the fairway. A good drive down here will be well rewarded because you'll have a chance to reach this par 5 and 2.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Got away with one right there. Just missed that bunker.
Yeah, it looked like it was sand the whole way.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Oh my goodness, he just missed that. And that was almost tap-in distance. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Cleans that up in the hole. Well, partner, here we go. Players have characterized it as terrifying, chaotic, amazing. The stadium atmosphere here at this hole, the 16th of par 3, is really spectacular, isn't it, Frank?
It is. Because of the atmosphere, the number of people, this is the closest a golfer gets to like kicking a field goal in a Super Bowl. It's just surrounded by people. It's not really the difficulty of the hole. Just over 160 yards, a modest par 3. There's no water in trouble. But it's an atmosphere that golfers never normally are familiar with.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the 17th, and Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was not a very good read right there. These putts keep the round together.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
And sensational performance. Par 4 18th, and Frank, if you're trying to win the tournament out here at TPC Scottsdale, this is all you want down the stretch.
It is. There's a short bunker there, obviously, for the recreational player to respect. 3 bunkers down the right side protected, and that new bunkering situation down the left there to stop the attack of a Bubba Watson or a J.B. Holmes. Now this tee shot is going to have to be respected, and the green too is anything other than flat. Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Nice play right there. That's him pretty close. Biggest crowds in all of golf, and a big putt right here to win the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. And that wraps up the final round. Just a great performance by our champion today.